the team meeting room with head coach Jack Wright. Jack, big win today against Southwest on homecoming. How do you think y'all played today?
Played really good in a lot of facets. You know, the game plan didn't go according to plan at first, but our kids adjusted, coaching staff adjusted, so proud of that. Always good to get a win on homecoming day in front of the home crowd. A lot of people come back that don't necessarily get a chance to see you on a regular basis, so really good to put up a winning performance versus Southwest today.
Southwest got 190 yards total offense. You had a couple of takeaways from them. What did the defense do that stood out for you today?
You know, all year long it's been extremely difficult to sustain drives against that group and put first downs together. They did. They got some yards on us. They got them on some big plays. I think they hit us on the wheel route for a touchdown in the second quarter. So that's the threat when you play a team like Southwest. You have to dedicate everything to stopping the option. That means getting a lot of people near the line of scrimmage and eyeballs on certain people. When one of those things fails, it's a big play for the offense. I've seen it year after year after year playing against that offense, so I'm not surprised by it. Wish it hadn't happened, but you know we limited them enough to get a big win.
Y'all were in the offensive backfield a lot, but they did make those big plays. Exactly what you talked about this week, and when we played home as well, those big plays can come in chunks because you get so focused on something. Offensively, 533 yards total offense. What did y'all do to kind of speed things up as the game went on?
Just looking back at the first 5 games, we just made a decision as a staff and even a lot of the players' input. You know, we're a much better offense when we keep our foot on the gas pedal. We want to go fast. We want to stay aggressive. Doesn't mean we're passing all the time. Doesn't mean we're running all the time. Doesn't mean we're going as fast as we can all the time. We just want to play at our tempo, which is an aggressive tempo. And so we just made a decision this week that we were going to, no matter what happened, we were going to try to stay at that tempo. We worked on it at practice. And, you know, really credit Chance for that. You know, he's one to kind of driving the tempo. You know, the play can come in quickly, but if he doesn't get it communicated quickly and get guys lined up quickly, then the offense doesn't move fast. So really, you know, an effort on his part in practice to get the offense moving a little bit better tempo, and I think it paid off.
I think he was 24-32 for 300 and something yards, had 5 touchdown passes, which is a huge day. What did you think he did well throwing the ball today?
Just very accurate. You know, Chance has been an accurate quarterback ever since he got here. His numbers have always been in the very high completion percentage rate. So not surprised by that. I just think today, you know, we try to be balanced on offense. Running the football early didn't go quite as we thought it would. We were able to some late, but that put a little bit more pressure on him. He responded to that. He was able to kind of see the coverage, I think, before the snap and be able to make a prediction on where the ball should go. And if it wasn't there, he was able to get off on receiver 2, 3, and 4. But just buying a little more time, I think, and mentally being a little bit sharper in the pocket and being able to extend the play some today. I think a lot of the big plays came, you know, after he got off read 1 and read 2 and maybe bought an extra moment or two. So just proud of the way, you know, he's been the leader of our offense now for 2 years. Just proud of the way he was able to kind of take a little bit more on his shoulders during the course of the game today.
One thing I was impressed with, it was oppressively hot out there. It doesn't feel like an October 5th. This room here was used as kind of a triage room for everybody in the stands who was falling out. I didn't see a lot of problems on y'all's sideline. I think that's a testament to your conditioning and athletic training staff.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Will and Dana do a great job. We knew 3 days ago that was going to be a challenge, so they took it upon themselves to really take an all-of-the-above type approach on making sure that our guys stay hydrated, make sure they stayed as cool as they could on the sideline. So kudos to them, and they have a lot of students that work with them too, and they really hustled today. But you know, too, we're fortunate to have a deep roster. You know, we play basically everybody on our roster on defense plays. They all go in at some point. Even doesn't matter what the score or the time remaining. So I think that really helps. The other thing that really helps is, you know, we roll a lot of skill guys on offense. We roll 4 running backs. They're going to get significant number of carries. And at receiver, we have 8 good ones, and they all 8 play at important times of the game. So I think that helps, especially late in the year when it's hot like this. I think that was definitely to our advantage.
Hutchinson lost. They were number 1 this week. Gulf Coast number 2. You would imagine we'd be number 1. What does that mean?
You know, as measured as I want to be in my response, I'm really excited about it, Don, just to be honest with you. Year 2 of our program here, it's kind of a measuring stick. Of course, that's not our goal. To be ranked number 1 after 6 weeks is not our goal. We still have a lot of football to play. We still have very good opponents on the remainder of our regular season schedule, and then hopefully the playoffs. But I'm tickled to death that our program is getting that kind of recognition. I think it's nothing but good for the fans of Gulf Coast. I think it's good for recruiting. I think it's good for all the people that have a commitment here that want to see the football program do well. So I'm tickled to death that we're number 1. Just to be honest with you. But just like I said last week, nobody remembers you unless you're number 1 at the end. And so we still have a lot of football in front of us, and we've got big games that we know we're going to have to win. So hopefully our kids can stay focused. I feel like they will, but it's definitely a great honor at this point.
We had a long week this week for preparation. You got some time off. This week is the exact opposite. We turn around and play on Thursday. What are y'all going to have to do to get to play a tough East Central team?
Yeah, I mean, both of us are 3-0 in the division. And so you're at that point in the year where if you're going to win a championship, you've got to go on the road and you've got to beat a really good opponent at their place. And so I think it'll be a great game. Don't know much about East Central yet. We'll get on those guys here very shortly, but I think we'll be ready. I think we'll be ready. I know East Central will be ready. I got a lot of respect for Coach Karcher and the program he runs up there. So I think it'll be a great football game, and there's some playoff and some championship implications.
Target's bigger on your chest now, though, because of that number 1 ranking that's probably going to come your way. So good luck this week getting ready. We'll talk with you Thursday.
Thank you, Don.
We're here in the nice, cool meeting room with defensive lineman Brian Merritt. He's a freshman from Colquitt, Georgia. Brian, big win for you guys today. What were y'all able to do defensively, especially up front, that caused them a lot of trouble?
It was pretty much like the zero kill about it. As long as I can handle the center, it's our game.
You were in the backfield a lot. That's kind of y'all's MO. You get back there and wreak some havoc. How did you think y'all played today overall?
I kind of feel like we played a little sloppy on defense. They should never score on us, but it's football. So
Hutchinson lost. Y'all are going to be number 1 in the country. What does that mean to you?
Same thing every week. We just got to play ball.
1-0 every week. That's the motto, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Brian. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
We're here with Marquise Bridges, a sophomore wide receiver. Marquise, 7 catches, 134 yards, a couple of touchdowns. How do you think you played today?
It's a blessing. I think I had a pretty good game. Coach called some plays, and I was able to execute.
What were y'all able to do offensively that made you so successful today?
Just going fast. I feel like when we go fast, that's our tempo. I feel like that's when we're the best.
Chance threw you a lot of good balls. You had the one-handed catch. What happened on that one in the end zone?
I read the safety, and I tried to just break it back out, and he threw a back shoulder, and I just able to make a play.
All right. What did you see from y'all's defense today?
Defense made some big stops. They did what they were supposed to do for the most part. As always.
I'm going to ask you, I think y'all have heard now, Hutchinson lost. That means we're probably going to be number 1 team in the country. What does that mean for you?
It's a blessing, definitely, but I feel like if we just got to keep doing what we do, though, we want to get 2 rings. We want to win state. We want to go to the Natty.
All right, congratulations, Marquise. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it.
Good job, Marquise.